So this game was pretty wild for me because at this point I'm a senior in college and I go to college up in Oregon, and there's a lot of Seahawk fans up there. And I remember when early, because this year, again, we got to remember this year in general, right? New England Patriots still trying to find that fourth Super Bowl. Brady, is he really that good? Is he really one of the GOATs, one of the greatest players to ever touch the field? Does he qualify for that? And we have the first four games up and down. They barely beat the Raiders. They go into Kansas City and they get pumped. And I mean pumped. And you've got that idiot, that absolute clown, Trent Dilfer. How does that man even have a damn job? And he's in the middle of they're not good anymore.
They're not good anymore.
The Patriots, and everybody's just stomping on the Patriots, spitting on their corpse, thinking that this New England team is going to roll over, thinking that they're done. They don't have the star power. They don't have the defense. They don't have anything it takes. And then all of a sudden, who did you just wake up? And then we have the press conference. We're on to Cincinnati. Coach Belichick, is there any questions at the quarterback position? We're on to Cincinnati. I mean, you just have this meme of a football season, and they start rolling through opponents. They lose. I think they lost one more late, maybe, and this is the Baltimore divisional year. And then they go into Seattle they go to the Super Bowl. But one of the biggest things I remember is, so the girl I was dating at the time, she was a Seahawks fan. Her entire family was Seahawks fans. Her uncle comes down from Washington. We go get breakfast. Die hard. I mean, I'm talking about a guy who gets to tailgate there at 6 a.m. Right. And he's there and we're talking, and he's like, yeah, if the Pats ever played the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, he's just like, Seahawks would roll. And I'm like, you think the Seahawks would roll? And he's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, Cam Chancellor would lock up Gronk. You don't have an answer from Marshawn Lynch. And he's just like listing off all these things. And I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. Sure as shit. Guess who's playing in the Super Bowl? Pats Seahawks. And Brady goes into that game and makes the mistake early. But, going into that, I told my old man, I was like, the one thing that I'll say is that Seattle's corners are there. They run that cover 3. They run zone. And not a lot of the Patriots, not a lot of the stuff they do really test people vertically. It's a lot of crossers. It's a lot going across the field. And Richard Sherman ain't running with dudes 40 yards across the field. It's just not his game. That's not what he's going to do. He's going to fail. You know what I mean? So it's like what New England did was they consistently put themselves in a position where ball was getting out quick. Things were going laterally rather than vertically, right? And again, you have the 3rd and 14, that conversion to Edelman, which was just like – that ball, that entire play, that culmination of everything that happened. You have the sack before that, Brady stepping up into the pocket, and Cam Chancellor. That to me was like the Seahawks giving everything they had to knock out New England, and Edelman just getting up and just be like, that's it. I may be absolutely concussed, and I have no idea where I am right now, but I'm going to win this game. I'm going to go win this football game.